Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here, and well, let's get right back into Lostbelt 3. I did take a quick look, and it's going to be one big thing of it's an archer. I'm going to guess it's like that big tank-looking thing. So for this one, I'm going to be taking all single-target lancers. So, okay, of course, background I'm going to have someone with Chaldea Tea Time. Actually, wait, hold on. Since it is a single target lancer, I'm gonna go double Scotty Skahawk. Try that. We'll try that. Skahawk. Even though my Skahawk is Bond 10, she's still a quick. I mean, come on, it's all Skahawk here. Got Skahawk and Skahawk Scotty. Okay, let's quickly change this up to my other ML bead. But before we do that, let's change this up to a. Let's find that. I need to transfer some of these back to my secondary. Anyway, I gotta transfer some of these to my second inventory. Old event craft essences. All right, so that's gonna be the setup. Section 13. Portrait of a Demon King. Nobunaga? He was bewildered. It had been over 2,000 years since his activation. He had devoted every ounce of his being to fulfilling the duties given to him. Some of these duties may have been difficult, even dangerous, but he always had purpose. There was never any doubt about why he was made or what he was meant to do. But now, this sage woman who claimed to have come from another world with a different history was... Are you my new lord? No, it's not like that. Loyalty or loyalty is the law that maintains peace in this world. Is that not how you were designed? It is. Well, that is not what I am. All I ask is that you think of me as a companion. You may call me simply by my name, you. You? You offered everything you possessed to Heavenly Emperor in exchange for my custody? And all you want now is to live out your days with me? Yes, that is my greatest desire. That has been my sole hope and prayer over the last 2,000 years. You can understand. What could this immortal Zenren, who claimed to have borne witness to a different world, possibly want from the being she called Shang Yu? Without further information or context, he could only stand by in bewilderment. So to remedy this confusion, he required answers. Answers he could only obtain from this being who called himself You. First of all, who is this Shang Yu you speak of? What did I, Quadri Zero, do in your history? Good question. Knowing you, I am sure you will understand. Surely you can hypothesize alternative scenarios based on different conditions, just like Chaldea's could. Correct. That is one of my most basic operations. Quadri Zero, the first mechanical man Qin Shi Huang ever made by recreating Shang Dynasty Bao Bei. His core functionality lay in predictive calculation. By observing and analyzing every iota of data about his surroundings, he could predict likely cause and effect relations to see into the near future. This ability is deemed essential for spreading Qin Shi Huang's eternal regime far and wide. For the moment, let us further assume this ruler is in fact Qin Shi Huang. You said that in your history I was activated by a rebel who was fighting against the Empire. That's right, but the man who meant to use you, Xiang Lang, fell before his ambitions could be realized. And you were left to fend for yourself in a chaotic world under the name Shang Yu. If you were in such a situation, what do you think you would do? What would this Xiang Yu version of him do under such circumstances? He should use his abilities to fulfill his designer's purpose for him and help bring about peace. Qin Shi Huang, after completing Quadri Zero, was magnanimous enough not to limit Shang Yu's potential masters to only his creator. Naturally, I'll just dedicate myself to my next lord, a successor who would lead China towards peace and prosperity. But what if the Qin Shi Huang government had fallen into rot, and uprisings were breaking out all across the land? And what if the emperor's successor lacked the courage to quell those uprisings? Then, it was a difficult supposition, but not one without a clear answer. His purpose lay strictly in bringing about peace, both swiftly and decisively. I would accept that Qin Shi Huang's time was over and find a new ruler amidst chaos, one who would be up to the task of uniting all of China. It was difficult to manage such a hellish landscape from the comfort of the emperor's eternal peace. But if he had been left on his own in such a place, with only his primary programmer to guide him, I am certain there will be at least one person among the rebels capable of leading this nation. Indeed, he finds such potential in Liu Bang, a man with a promising destiny, born with a dragon factor. When you first met him, he was but a lowly adulterer tolling away in the town of Pei. It matters not where he came from, or what his circumstances may have been, once he ascends the throne and begins a new regime. But what if his potential had yet to awaken, and he had no genuine ability to speak of? What would you do then? Well, this made matters even more difficult. But with the facts provided, deductions can be made from there, and answer can be made from there, and the answer can be reached. Then I would have to wait until his ability awakened and he was ready to rule. But even as you wait, the world falls farther into chaos, and numerous warlords battle each other for control of China. Their war rages so violently that it threatens to dispose of Liu Bang like so much trash. In that case, what a horrific history, what cruel conditions. But it was not his place to bemoan such things. What he needed was to be flexible in his thinking. If the only goal was to bring peace to China, then it would be necessary for the would-be conquering king to bring it about himself. All he needed to do in such a situation is pave as smooth a path as possible for the future king to walk. In such a vicious world, if he is to keep this king alive until the day he can properly rule, I would enter the fray myself and put an end to that conflict before it would spread further. As long as I remove any obstacles from the new king's way. Yes, all you need to do is create a situation where the new king is the only one who can rival you. From there, all who do not wish to be governed by violent expression would swear allegiance to the new king, thus greatly bolstering his forces. The world cannot be left to suffer in chaos and turmoil for long. So to bring a swift end to that, Shang Yu would merely need to become a box with which to contain all that would threaten the peace. If the people end up despising such a box, what does that matter? He is but a machine, a device that functions solely to bring about a predefined objective. If it would help clear the way for the new king to assume the throne, But what if, even after all that, Liu Bang was still too weak to prevail? What if, even if you had brought about the other warlords under your thumb? No. The new king still required more time to grow into a proper ruler. And what if, even then, he was still not capable of uniting all of China? Such a situation would be beyond hopeless, but even that is not his concern. His only concern should be continuing his calculations until he arrives at the best, clearest answer. Then I have no choice but to reduce China in size to something he is capable of ruling. That's right. That is exactly the conclusion you would arrive at. It is inevitable. And I am Iron Man. Boom. Sorry. And that is exactly what Shang Yu from proper human history did. He thinned the population, set fire to the lands, and whittled China to a size that Liu Bang could manage. Okay. A vivid picture formed for his mind's eye. Instead of the near future, he sees a vision of a hypothetical world as clear as if he were there. No matter how bountiful land may be, if it would end up falling into the hands of rebels who claim it as their own, he'd have no choice but to raze it to the ground. And before those driven from their homes could wreak havoc in their quest to fill their starving bellies. He can see it now, grass fires streaking across the land, fortresses collapsing into smoke and ash, prisoners of war buried alive, so as not to waste time beheading them. All done without mercy or remorse at the hands of Shang Yu, the Demon King. And yet, until Liu Bang, the next rightful emperor, is capable of leading and providing for his people, Shang Yu has no choice but to cut down the land, the people, to a size within his lord's grasp. And did it work? Was peace finally achieved? Eventually, yes. Every last one who still had the strength to resist swore fealty to Liu Bang, thanks to their fear and hatred of you. After years of war and chaos, the China family came together, united in their determination to exact vengeance upon you. This new regime can be known as the Han Dynasty. I see. He had no doubt that such a scenario would end in disaster. The survivors who loathed him so fiercely would surely not be satisfied with a mere pound of flesh. Those who finally defeated Shang Yu must have torn his body to shreds and fought over who would take pieces of him home as proof of their victory. And you saw all this happen? I did. I witnessed it all, as I stood by your side. Oh, what a tale she had. Okay. No way. Is that? While we have been Aslan Shadowborder, we decided to try remodeling our tax collection vehicle in Chaldean style. We call it the Duo Yishan, or More is More. Behold this vicious facade, behind which lies a mountain of otherworldly technologies designed explicitly for violence. Indeed, it is an awesome, terrifying sight. Whoa! Thermic ray blasters? Homing grenade launchers? A 1500 horsepower gas turbine engine? It's the stuff of dreams! Woohoo! This thing's too cool for words, Your Imperial Majesty. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything more incredible in all my life. I don't get it. I like that. I don't get it. It's been a very long time indeed since this empire has produced new weapons. But thanks to Chaldea's technology, a single line is all we needed to complete our most ruthless weapon. If the time for battle should fall upon us again, the Empire still will have an overwhelming advantage. Indeed, we have already ramped up their production to our factory's full capacity. We shall deploy them to the battlefront as soon as they are ready to go, where they still swiftly rout those traitorous Chaldeans. Oh wait. where they would simply rout those traitorous Chaldeans. Of course, you'll be the one to lead them, Qin Liang Yu. Oh, okay. Come on, Lady Liang Yu. Let's start talking tactics. I can't wait to explore all the strategic possibilities these bad boys will open up. Yeah, someone told me he doesn't feel comfortable around women. Especially pretty ones. With amazing machines like this out on the field, I could do this and some of that and... Are you sure we can't just stick with the white cavalry spears? Delicious. Even Russia tastes better than ever before now. Go on, Solaria, eat up. Good meal can help with almost any ailment. Oh. Hey, I'm seeing dust clouds up ahead. Something heading this way, and fast. No ordinary cattle could pick up clouds like that. I wonder, what could it be? Is that an engine? It must have a surely powerful engine if we could hear it all the way out there. No, that's not it. They just didn't bother with a muffler, for reasons that only I can guess at. It's coming over the hill. What the? Footful. Ah yes, I've seen this sort of thing before. Much as I wish I hadn't. I don't believe it. They just straight ripped off the shadow border. You certainly won't be buying into that in a dollar store anytime soon. What a bizarre design. It reminds me a bit of the kite we used in Russia. Hey, knockoff or not, I want to give credit where credit is due. But this is really pushing the limits of my tolerance. If I don't turn that thing into scrap right away, I'll never be able to forgive myself for laying something so garish and door. The enemy's preparing to attack, Master. Even if its cannon design is almost absurd. I am sorry to ask of you, Miss Solaria, but would you be so kind as to do something about that thing for Division's peace of mind and our safety, though? Not necessarily in that order. Let's do this. Why is it doing that theme? This is from the first summer event. What the hell? Okay, it's only one turn. Okay. That burn. Oh, you motherfucker. Ow. Oh, double burn. Oh, man. This is not fun. Okay. So I got one turn, okay. Of course, an insta kill. No. Oh, it's that battle suit. Okay. Just in case. It's gone. Oh yeah, it's definitely done. Don't fuck with me, double Scotty. Soundless bell. No, that's a reactor core. That's a reactor core, so. We were taking on another one of these things? Okay, so, well, that's gonna be this video. I'm gonna try and get through this as much as I can, because I gotta get this done before Lord El Malloy files, the El Malloy case files. So that'll be it for this video. Until next time, this is Lord Jazz saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.